everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new this movie. It is dropped on Netflix. It's called The Chalk Line, and this movie, it is kind of like, well, it starts out kind of like horror slash thriller. And in this movie we see this couple who is in their 40 and they can't have kids, so the wife is taking all these IVF shots, but one day when this couple on the street, they find this mysterious girl just walking on the street. They just find her and they take her in to look after her for a couple of weeks. After taking this strange girl, taking her in, they start experience all these strange things start happening to them in their home. So this movie does start kind of like a horror mystery thriller. That's what I was thinking beginning of this movie. Even if you see the trailer, that's how it is. So if you think about this is going to be like a horror mystery thriller, people who will think that, they will be really disappointed with this movie, because this movie halfway through it becomes something else. Basically, it become a spoiler here if you don't want to know. It become a serial killer murder mystery type movie, which it's really surprised me. I guess the way this movie transition it does from horror to this mystery thriller, I didn't like it. I felt like, whoa, it just transitioned to that. For that, I mean, like, why did you create it in this movie? The first act, they create this environment. It gives you, it's going to be a horror movie, but it isn't, which will be disappointing for some people. Also for me, I guess I was like, whoa. Overall, this movie, it is interesting, I guess, the plot itself, because the end of this movie, we find out what happened to this little girl, how she was there, why she was drawing all this chalk and chalk line she was drawing, and we find out why the neighbor next door, what was he doing with her, you know what I mean? Overall, all the mystery around this girl, they do come out. It just, I didn't like the way this movie is set up. I felt it was really very unnecessary to set up as like a horror movie, but it's actually a serial killer murder mystery. I get it. This director, he took a very risk making this kind of movie. Like it is a very slow burn. The first act, nothing really happened except couple of times the washing machine broke down and they find these glass pieces in the food. That's all happened in the first act. The second act do move very quickly. At the way it ends, okay, it is, I guess it is a kind, it's still, I will say the way it was done, it is mixed for me. It's not gonna sit with audience well, because the way, I don't even know if many people will finish this movie, because the first act is so slow. It goes nowhere. Although we do know what happened to this girl. And what happened to this girl is truly sad, I guess. End of this movie, I guess there was a happy ending. This girl, she was with her grandmother, and this woman who was trying to have kids, she finally she got pregnant in this movie. So that is really good, and I guess she found her happy ending through this little child. The only thing I didn't understand, this guy, he was locking up his wife or something. I didn't get that part. What was up with that? Overall, this movie, it is kind of like a mix for me personally. I really like the acting from the center actress, because she was like, she was really good with the script she was given. The first act is so slow. I think she really tried her best to do good with the script she was given. Overall, this movie, it is like, I will say it is like a okay watch for me. It didn't do good job like overall, but I get the plot line. What was it trying to do? I will say it is somewhat interesting, and that was my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.